Hello and welcome back. I'm B-Ball Joe and this is Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. I thought I was effectively done with the city and can continue and move on to some bigger, better things now. Well, guess what? I was wrong. There was an earthquake while you weren't looking, and it increased the wear and tear on a bunch of residential buildings to over 90%, which means they almost collapsed at that point with the fire and with the earthquake that was happening. It wasn't a humongous earthquake, but it was a big enough earthquake to make a difference. So the first thing I did was change all construction office reconstruction settings to 30% and increase the range for all of them to max, which helps a little bit. Then I added another fire station over here, which also helps a little bit. And then I realized, oh wait, our vehicle production lines are actually on and doing something. And look at this, we're at 13 million. That's not a lot, because we had a lot of years where we actually got up to 4 million in imports for many different reasons. And it doesn't matter what the reasons are, we have to replace those imports eventually anyways. But right now, oh, I also increased the city size to 10,000 already. We're feeding a lot of mouths and are not getting a lot in return for that. So we have to fix that right now and probably fix a couple other things along the way. So here we go. Fix It episode. This area is almost busy enough, not 100% yet, and I have purchased a bunch of these super fast SVT 137s that can go 150 kilometers, which are the fastest in the game on vanilla at least. And my plan is just to put two of them together and make them a line that can just connect everything else. The other thing that I saw was I am able at this point to at least add a couple parking lots that can connect to the area back here, and this is effectively the max range that these guys can actually move. Oh, earlier you actually told me that you can connect to something. I'm not sure why the other one is not showing that, but you see those little dots, barely visible? That parking lot is actually connected to where are you? I just had you. Is connected to this parking lot over here, which is wonderful. 2,400 meters, 2.5 kilometers is the max. I'm just feeling that we can add a little bit of just busyness to what's going on here. And on top of that, I have added this to the production line because we are full of these trucks and I have to move them. That's going to happen today. We're pretty much full on the T815s. They also have to be moved so we can start turning on a bunch of other things. But yeah, this is where I'm at. This is what I wanted to do. And again, the reconstruction is happening, which is also causing a lot of traffic jams like this. It is more because right now I have turned on effectively everything, because all these helicopter offices, they were turned off from construction entirely and auto search. So it should help now. Also, I have this guy sitting here. You need to get a couple of KMZ trucks. Is it just KMZs, or did you want some open hauls too? I think open hauls were fine. They're just supposed to bring stuff out to the repair offices, which are there. And is that it? That's probably it. So that should be fine. Get your stuff from the other customs house, because there's not a lot of traffic going on here. I know it's really far away, but I don't care. I just need them to do what I need them to do. And now they're doing it, and that's what I wanted them to do. Should make sense if you don't think about it too hard, okay? So it's okay. All of those are assigned. Great. Helicopters are crazy. It's super loud in this area. That's all good stuff. And I think that is okay. There's more trains coming in here, and yeah, we're going to use all of those relatively soon. Let's see. It is nighttime. That is fine. We can turn on construction on these guys, so let's get them going. Okay. This was a problem. We had a lot of students sitting in front and we didn't have a lot of teachers. Now we at least have more teachers sitting here and I have it maxed out. And I did invite a bunch of highly educated people from the other cities into these two buildings that are assigned to the university. So we should get more students taken care of. But, well, you can't guarantee that that's going to happen. But I think we are in a pretty good spot now. If you want to see the stats of the city, we're at 10,500. And everyone seems to be okay. We're just at a very low percentage of higher educated people, but as you can see, that is increasing by the day. So I hope at some point we will have the whole city full, because the problem we would run into is we need enough engineers here to actually take care of people. to build vehicles, to build all the stuff that we care about, which we didn't have before, but we are getting there. And a couple of those engineers will get some cars. That's what these parking lots are for. Wow, those cars, that pathfinding that was just happening, that was slowing down the game, that was scary. Get that one there, get this one here. I can't put another parking spot or parking lot out there, but I think having one here should be able to cover a couple more buildings. And I don't have to max out anything. I just need to make sure that we have some parking lots available for these guys. And then sadly, the small parking lot there has a one-way connection, which does not really help. The tiny parking lot only has room for six stalls, for 6 spots. That's not a bad thing. We can just add them here, and the supervisor can just be parking this spots. I would like to use a couple cars. I want to keep this relatively busy in terms of traffic as much as we can. And I feel pretty good about this. So I hope you can appreciate me trying this. Yeah, sure. Me trying this. That's what we're going with. And then you, wow, that didn't work the way I needed it to work. You can come out here and then actually connect to this thing. Yes, it looks a little crazy, but I needed you to have the footpath connection all the way out here, which you do have now. 366 meters is the max we can get. We will turn these potentially into asphalt footpaths. And then we just have more access to everything, which is what we wanted. Cool. Get all of those built. Would you want to make this connection right here? I wouldn't mind having a connection going through here, but it looks like there's one. Got the connection that we wanted, and then from there we do want one more try. Okay, that is an ugly connection, but it is a connection nonetheless, so everyone should be relatively happy. And our construction officers should have no problem picking those things up. And yeah, we just have a couple things that need to be built out here. That shouldn't be surprising, but everything else seems to be working just fine. What are you guys doing? You are going to harbor for unloading, okay. And you bring a bunch of cement here. Is that cement for this thing? Yeah, not cement, concrete. Okay, but you're not actually delivering anything. I'm so confused. You can see them all driving here. Are you empty? No, you have 1.6 tons of concrete. You're just not unloading anything. You have 13 tons of concrete. You have no power supply. Reconstruction in progress. What is going on? A stored vehicle? There shouldn't be a stored vehicle sitting here. Why are you not actually delivering something? Bibojo's distracted, but for good reasons. This thing... Oh, you don't have a power supply because of this thing. Got it. Construction office 4, do you have access to this one? Please make this a high priority, because this burnt down. This was the reason why I went overboard with reconstruction and all those things, because the earthquake actually destroyed this thing. As you can see, everyone's kind of confused about what they're supposed to do now. And then a couple of the buildings over here had some just major damage, so we are where we are. Let's get a couple more vehicles associated here. First off, you all have to go into the depot. It's very possible that we have a couple of extra trains still coming in. That's great. It'll be so nice if we can use this button with trains, but that's not a thing. They're not going to do that. Are you going to do that now? Earlier it didn't work. I can tell you that. Earlier it did not work, but now it's... I don't know. Let's just get them all associated with this thing. And we should be good to go there. I also need a couple more vehicle transporters, so how about we get those organized, which should be the KMZ opens. The KMZ 5410 opens. How many do we need? We have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 different vehicle production lines, and we just need to make sure that we have all of those covered. Where's our stuff? Our stuff is here. Okay. Get you moving just in case there's a little bit of extra to pick up. And I think we are okay. I'm still confused why these guys can't drop off concrete when there's no power in that building, but if they feel like that is the way that it is, then that is the way that that it's going. That's fine. We will survive. It's not the end of the world. Trust me. What are you guys doing? Where are you? Where are you doing? You are currently sitting over here. There is a repair truck sitting there already. Those are all good things. You do have power. You are repairing, and you are doing some actual maintenance here. That's good. That's what I wanted to see. Waste-wise, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Now we're full. Now we're full on trucks here. So what I did before with this vehicle production line is I just turned it off and turned a different one on because, yeah, I would like to start exporting these. And we can also use them in our car dealerships when we are ready. I don't have a car dealership yet. Where would I put one? In front of the university because all the kids need it? I don't think that's a good place for it. Do we have a fitting spot for you? Maybe down here. Do we need a car dealership? No. You can just put a... I feel like you can fit in here. You can just put all the vehicles in the... That's cool. Just in the middle of town kind of feels like a good place for it. You could put all the vehicles just in the parking lots, and once they're in the parking lots, people will pick them up, and depending on what regulations you put around them. I don't want to do that. I can. I don't want to. Put this one here. And it will also look like this is all part of the university campus, which we haven't built yet. And that is, I don't want to say by design, but we'll get there. We will get there. We'll get built. And it'll be glorious. You there, you there, you there. So now we have room for 90 cars because each of these has 30 spots. Yep, that makes it 90. Get a footpath connection there. We already have one here. And that's a good start. Can we get like 120? I'm trying to stay in this area up here because that is what we have access to in terms of driving distance to the vehicle production lines that we have sitting over here. But having one more somewhere in a different area, and I don't really want to put you in the roundabout, but putting you here may not be the worst spot in the world because it has a little more access. Sure. Let's do that. Is that going to mess with our traffic flow that we have established already? A little bit, but I think we will survive. So let's get all of that assigned and ready to go. And construction office number 6, you shouldn't have all that much to do. Yes, you have a lot of reconstruction going on, and that is wonderful. Let's get a couple of these highlighted a little higher, and then yeah, you should be able to get all of that stuff done. And I can start on our exports, which is way more important than everything else. People overall are relatively happy in getting what they need, which is all you can ask for at this stage. Let's make sure that there's nothing really overflowing. This is really confusing, but that looks fine. Let's get a couple more loyal professors in here. I don't think we have a chance really to have lower loyalty professors, but just in case. Oh, this one. Yeah. That one I almost forgot because our prison is starting to fill up a little more. Not a ton, but we did just effectively double the population. So we should expect that there's a little bit more going on in terms of crime and collection. So we need a new prison. And I think over here the city has a perfect location for it because this is in walking range of this guy. It's a large train station. Okay, let's set it up this way. No. Let's do the prison full. No, 50-50 is probably fine. What am I? No, this is okay. Because we can just set it up there and we have all of these buildings sitting over here that should be in walking range of a prison if we put it there. And that should be able to take care of the rest of the criminals that we have running around right now, and that makes me feel good enough. Plus it's on a semi-driving distance for the existing city supply that we already have. Let's get you connected to something like so, and we should be good to go. All right, everyone's relatively full here, so that city is nice. I really like these prefab buildings. They have pretty lights at night, and I like how the city actually turned out, and there's a lot more stuff we can do. Again, there is potential for tourism that I want to throw up there, and then there's a whole airport thingy over here that I also would like to get going. But we're not ready for that yet. Looks like you needed power to do reconstruction. That makes absolutely no sense, but whatever. There's a concrete. make things happen. And that is fine. Where is a building on fire? Currently just somewhere else over here. Sure, we don't need any of this gravel to do something for us. There is... Where's a fire vehicle? Why are you driving? What do you think you're going to? Where were you refueling? Where are you coming from? What are you doing? You're going to the quarry, which is right here, and currently there's nobody here, and we don't have any fuel in that quarry. You know what that means? Someone didn't assign these guys to something useful. So how about we assign them to something useful? Go there, and go there. Just fill them up. Take care of them. Thank you very much. Fire extinguished. I expected nothing less, and we have a couple vehicles here. They look good, and it looks like our ship just delivered a few more vehicles to do a little bit of mischief. So you're full. Oh, that's beautiful. Make you full, then make you go over here. Is that English? Doesn't matter. You know what I mean. Make you go over here. Make most of you guys go to this building and this building. Let's see how they split out. Probably not the way that I need them to. You go over here, and then we can build... Yeah, I figured we have 8 of the short ones, so we can make a line with 4 300 people passenger trains, and these are all relatively fast, and they're fuel, which could potentially help us in just general setup. What I would like to do here is get these guys connected. Yes, I added some city names here so I can actually keep track of what we're doing, and get all 5 of these in there because of fast train. They're not going to be full, but they should help moving extra people around when we have them, because I also already saw a couple times that there were trains over here that were weren't able to get rid of all their workers, which was interesting. So let's make this one happen. Nope, rename object. Cool. Of course there was a crash. I'm not 100% sure that I got back to everything that we did. It's a little earlier than it was earlier. Now this is what happens when you don't have to talk the whole time when you try something. But I think we're okay. I started making something that should help me find out where my trains are going. And this is A, B, C, D. And do we have E? I think we just have D. D. Because D actually goes through 2 buildings, should be able to actually take care of that, and this is how we're going to organize this. And then when you go to these guys in, well, this is the line. Let's get that one going. Let's talk to you, talk to you, talk to you, talk to you. You can go like that. Look at that. Multiple trains come out at the same time. That's wonderful. Then you can look at this, and we'll just tell you, okay, you have vehicles going from A to C. A to C, there's 2 different ones that do that. Then I have A, B, C, D, and that makes sense too. And then on this side, I have the other trains that are currently running through, which is just A, B, A, B. And there is this, and I still don't have enough trains running on here, honestly. Then I have this line, the ABC line. The ABC line honestly needs to be changed to also go to D and E, because this train is supposed to just collect everything. And I just want more trains to come out of the end stations at the same time, on top of also having... direct lines that go over there, because look at this, there's just a lot of passengers that we need, and I probably need maybe 10 more trains to actually run here. But at this point we already have several trains going on at the same time, and we have a good number of workers waiting there whenever a train actually arrives. It's right now it's just 100 or so every time they come in, and that's not the worst. But look at that, we have 2 trains currently arriving. One of them is a super fast one. That's great, but it's progress. It's progress, and it's getting us to where we want to go, and I am happy with that progress for right now. Looks like you do have the power, and this is turned on. Makes me happy, I think. Okay, what should we do next? I think I have ordered a couple vehicles that should show up here in just a second. They're not quite ready yet, but I did send out the ships again. Are you almost back? There's the big one. You have everything that I needed. This one's just, is the empty one, and you can actually go... Oh, you're going to that harbor right now. Oh, that's nice, because you realized you didn't have anything loaded, so you're just going to go there. And we will use the container ship to export our little beetles that we're producing right now. Don't worry about that. I just need to set up what we're doing. Too many criminals. That is a scary thing to say. There's one criminal in here, but he's pretty naughty. Why are you 31% criminal? How did you get here? Did you escape somewhere? Is that what's happening here? Are you guys aware of that guy that's sitting over here? Are you actually able to... Some vehicles are without fuel. That makes absolutely no sense. Reconstruction in progress. That makes enough sense, but vehicles without fuel seems very weird. You're not without fuel. You're not without fuel. You're not without fuel. And you're not without fuel. Nobody's without fuel. So something over here is plain wrong, but that's fine. At least we're still getting crimes coming in. So I'm assuming it is all fine that we don't have to worry about it, but if there's something we have to do, we're just going to have to do that later. Where's my ship? Where's my big boy? There's my big boy. It's coming in. Okay. You want to get repaired? That's fine. Looks like you are getting repaired. That's good. We have power coming from here. We have a couple workers sitting here. Yeah, there's no crime reported out here, but I'm not terribly concerned about that today. Oh, this building didn't get built. See, I knew I forgot something. I figured I forgot something. I just didn't know where that was or what it was. But easy enough to fix. Just a little bit of terraforming and then a footpath again like we did earlier, and life should be good. And yeah, I would love to do some purification and some other things, but it's just not... There are more important things going on that I would like to get done. The helicopter's just like, I know what to do here. And I'm like, okay, whatever, do what you want. Not enough fuel for refueling. That is appropriate. We got workers here, that's good. Honestly, we have barely any workers that make it out to the fabric factories, but I'm not terribly concerned about that. I will probably honestly replace the fabric and clothing production on the island anyways. Well, it's going to go on the island. I will replace it on the peninsula once we have time and need for that, which we don't do as of this moment. I like how many trains we already have driving here, but I already said that. Okay, so all of these things are kind of moving, and they're now constructing all those things for me as well. That looks good. Let's get, yeah, some reconstruction going here with higher priority. Hopefully that actually gets done. I will invite some of the helicopters in just a minute, but they should have a lot to do right now too. Unless they don't. They're all moving somewhere. That's fine. Actually, you don't have a lot of reconstruction going on. So how about you help reconstructing the city that we have going on here right now? Assign reconstruction mode. You don't know what you're doing right now anyways. There was a lot going on right here, so we may as well get all of these buildings assigned. Looks like a few of the buildings are already reconstructed and have no wear and tear. That's perfect. Let's just help them with what they need to do there. Okay, the ship is here. The ship was here. The ship has arrived. Wonderful. Let's do another quick save because, again, right now crashes are annoying. But we can survive if we just pre-plan and assume that crashes may happen at any point. You can go there, and then you go here. You go here. And then the last one, once there's a little bit of room, and I think the room happens once the block is freed up, can go here. It looks like you guys are still able to go out here, and that's fine. And yeah, we're just going to assign them once we're ready for them. This is probably another vehicle that we need to get organized as a blueprint, at least. We don't have a lot of money right now. Leave the blueprints alone. I should have probably spent some better money because this was 5 million to get that blueprint. Oh, and we have 1.2 million left. What I really need is a train set, and I would like to get a train set of any of the other ones. Like this one would be cute, the D1, the EG460 would also be great. It's just very long, but look at that, it's 7 million. That's all the money that we have right now, and we are getting some money in, but not as much as we're spending right now. We're still purchasing a lot of vehicles, so that costs a lot of extra money, but we just have to get started on actually being profitable again. Otherwise we can forget everything that we're doing right now. Okay, let's set up what I think we need for vehicles. Let's get started with the basics. You're going to go out here. You're just going to pick up vehicles or containers. I don't care which ones they are. I don't know if I can tell you wait until loaded. We're going to check that in just a minute, but you have to take them somewhere. And take them wherever you feel like. For right now, I'm just going to tell you go here. Wait until unload. No, don't wait until unloaded. And then go here. Well, should you go there? No, I don't actually want you to go there. Instead of going there, I want you to go here. I realized this later. I should have turned this around, that the road connections on this side, because, yeah, I want them to stop on any of these vehicle storages, but I want those vehicle storages to be our export. That is what we're going to pick up with a train at some point and let them go to wherever they want to go. But well, now the vehicle has to go this awkward way all the way around to figure out what it's going to do. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, but we're just going to let that happen. And I can't really tell to wait until unloaded for right now. But we have to see if they can get what we want from them anyways. So you're going there. That's good. Then I would like someone else. So the other one, we don't need all of these vehicles right away, but we do need them relatively soon. Same thing here. I want you to wait until loaded, get all the vehicles that you can out of there, and move over here. I don't even care where you're going. I should have probably paid attention to who I assigned already, but I didn't. And we have to name all the storages to what vehicles will be stored there. Otherwise, we're gonna go crazy. You can go as well. I hope that you can pick up from the main one in the beginning. We will probably expand where we store what vehicle, how many storages can receive some vehicles, but I would hope that for the little beetles, we don't need anything extra, so we'll just assign you there, get the beetles out here, and then move you up there for exports, and then we need one vehicle that's actually able to deliver the beetles down here. Sadly, it cannot be... We only need 90 vehicles. They just have to be replaced at some point. But we cannot set a distribution office up for that because they cannot handle the... they cannot handle vehicles or containers. That's what I tried to say. We are doing A, B, C, D, and this one, I think. Currently only 2 vehicles on there. 6 stations. That sounds good. You can go, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other one, ABC. There we go, there we go. It should just have those vehicles. That's great. Get you assigned to, gosh, here as well. Great. So you guys are ready. We have 3 of the open halls assigned to 3 different stations. Let's make sure that they actually do what they're supposed to do. I think I saw one of them. Yeah, you're full. Okay, it actually picked someone up. That is great. That is great news. So the vehicle should never leave here unless there's something to do. Where are you currently? You have one of the containers on you. Great. Let's get you over here, and you delivered one. Beautiful. This is going to be the T815 storage. So building transparent, this is T815. And then the rename building is T815. So we know where this is. Tibis. Okay, sure, why not? But that can go there. I think this is going to be the beetle one, and then yeah, there's the storage one somewhere else. Let's go ahead and just set these up to actually do what they're supposed to do. And we're going to start with just covered holes, and every covered hole needs to be turned into a KMZ. Why are you doing this? You don't have them yet. Okay, what I meant to say, every waste truck should be a T815. So you will be replaced to a T815. Where are you? Shouldn't T815 actually be... There we go. Should be our favorite one. Then we do need a different one for this guy. But for everything else, we can do T815, T815, and then, yeah, we need some other garbage collectors soon. We don't need a ton of those, but we need enough of those to actually produce something. So how about we see how expensive they are? And I'm going to stay within the ruble for internal production, but we're going to use dollars for external production. That should make our life easy enough. I don't think I want to start using smaller vehicles, so 500,000 for this guy is fine. Again, we're just going to change the color on here so we can tell when something gets replaced. This one honestly looks fine. Let's get that one purchased and you assigned to that production. And let's get you half, running on half. Yeah, running on half should be fine. So many trains driving around here. I love it. Okay, let's get the next vehicle out there, which is this truck. You will be responsible for moving those guys over here. Where are you? We need to go there. Pick up what you can and move them. I didn't mean to click that whole button there. Move them out here. Where do we have the containers? The containers are currently there. So I think I'm going to turn this one into a T815 as well. Then you can go there, try to unload. Then you can go there, try to unload. then you can go here, definitely unload, and go, please, and thank you. So that's a T815. This one will also be a T815. Obviously, we also have to name this one T815. And then we have to expand the line that's currently running here, and I hope one vehicle is enough. Because we shouldn't have to replace vehicles all the time, but I do want 2 full storages full of them, just in case I ever want them. And then don't forget, we also have to expand at some point in terms of cities and needing more of these vehicles, and waste trucks are definitely vehicles that we need a lot of. So hopefully that all works out the way that we need them to. This is the Beat 1200, so this is Beat 1200. Cool, can I copy you? I'm not 100% sure that I can or that I cannot. Yes, I can, and it's written on the other side. It's just really small. This one has a lot of space for a lot of vehicles, so I'm not planning on using or making this do anything. Having 2 storages for that guy. This one is a very large vehicle, and we need a lot of them. And I will actually expand this one to be 3 storages. So this is the KMZ 5410. Do this KMZ 5410. Put a space in there so we can actually read it. Put that one in here, then put that one in here. That's already there. Put this one here. Tell this guy to do the same thing, and you to do the same thing, and you to do the same thing, and you to do the same thing. I'm showing you this because I think it's important that you understand that this is not going to work unless I have a semi-reasonable way to track what goes where. Otherwise, I'm just going to go crazy, and that's not going to help anyone. Unload, 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 unload. That's great. Cool. Yeah, I want this many of them full of vehicles. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It appears that this guy would like more vehicles actually transporting the beetles around, because it's not, well, yeah, there's too much going on. We have about 1 million of these beetles sitting here, and that's wonderful because that means we can start exporting momentarily. So let's talk to you. Talk to this. Is this one the most profitable to actually move around? No, see, when I did the test with the, and I'm going to add 2 extra trucks. When I did the test with the most profitable industry, actually, I'm just going to do 2 because I want to leave one of the vehicle spaces available. When I did the test with the industries, it seemed that all NATO vehicles made about the same profit margin. So I don't think it matters, and I know 100% that the beetles can be transported by whatever I feel like. So it should be relatively easy to make sure that all of those things are getting what they need. Look at this. This building is not even turned on yet, but it's already at 39% wear and tear because either time or because the earthquake actually hit it. And I like that they have different wear and tear percentages, because that makes it easier to know that later on you don't just have a huge wave of wear and tear coming in, and it's always going to overload your construction offices. It just looks like it's doing what it needs to do right now. You parked there makes me a little nervous, because it could mean that we're out of materials. Nope, we have all the materials that we want. We're just not producing enough vehicles right now, which is totally fine. Look at that. It's nice and full. That's what we need from it. That all feels good. Yep. These are doing what they're supposed to do, and then we have 200 people already working here. How about we set all of these vehicle production lines to something a little more reasonable? We don't need 400 people here. We don't have a full city yet, which is why all of this is working or not working. So let's make sure that's all working. Automatic replacement. Let's go to some more vehicles. So we have the waste trucks already almost taken care of, because we still need this one. Yes. This one and this one. They just have to be replaced when they're available. That's fine. Automatic replacement is on, and you just take them from wherever you need them. And now these are all the same vehicles. So in 10 years or so, we should only have 2 entries in this whole list. And that sounds good. Okay, covered hole. You are KMZ 5410. Good. You will become 5410. You will become 5410. And you will also become 5410. I don't like that the colors are different. That here I see this color, and on the other side I see the other color. But it is fine. On the island, I don't think it will purchase new or do anything. It should never be in a depot, but if it is, I can take one from there. That's fine. They're taken care of. That's what I needed. We did say we need to make money, yes, but while the The beetles are just filling up this storage, which is great, and we're getting what? Was that 10? 10 moved at the same time, and we're still not emptying this thing out? That's ridiculous. 332 vehicles. Let's see, where are our trucks? Oh, they do have to take a longer route, and how are you guys out of fuel? I don't understand that one bit. We have a fuel station there, it's just not being filled up. I did pause the game just for a second, because I figured this was going to be a problem. I think I remembered this, which is why I put that fuel station there in the first place, but it appears I never actually filled you up, and now I get to pay the price on that. But look at that! Look at how many trains we have coming in here! Yes! That's exactly what this game is about for me, because I love how the train... I love the dynamic train pathfinding. It is not perfect. It is not intuitive necessarily, but the way that everything is set up makes life so much more interesting, because I'm looking at a game like Transport Fever 2. They added dynamic platforms, but only if you specifically specify. You can use all the platforms in the station, or these 3 platforms, which is great, because sometimes that makes more sense. Sometimes you need to do that. I just appreciate a game that can do it by itself. And look at how many people we actually have gone in here now with the trains that we have driving around. That one is partially full. That's great. This one is partially full. That's great. That one has people on it. We don't need 1 million people on everything. We just need enough people on everything that we can actually do the things that we want to do. And I think we're doing really, really, really good right now with pretty much anything that we need to be doing right. Good. Cool. What were you saying? It wasn't really important. Leave me alone. It's fine. Let's get all of these assigned, and then as you can see, there's a bunch of reconstruction going on that they would like to get done at some point. How about the helicopters help with the building of some of these vehicle infrastructures that we need to take care of. And then at some point I will have to have a truck that actually takes all the beetles from here to the car dealer, and once they're done at the car dealer, I will just have them drop them off at this spot, because they, well, no, then you have a chance to actually unload this thing. I hope the car dealer has 2 parking spots, so I can tell them to wait there until full. Do you have fuel yet? No, you still don't have fuel, but you should be getting close. Oh, you don't have a source. Okay, well, if you don't assign a source, you're not going to get anything out of anywhere. So just be aware of that, but that should work now. This one already is relatively full. I'm happy to say that it looks like the train waste management is working relatively well, because this so far is empty, this so far is empty, this so far is relatively empty. I did have to go ahead and actually reset these to maxed waste, which is take a dumper, drop off a little bit of maxed waste, maxed waste, and then just lock it into that setting. But that's all set up now, so all of these mixed waste ash dumps are functional, which is great. Do we have nuclear waste? Effectively none. That's perfect. And for that, I really just have to build a nuclear waste receptacle, which I think we're 20 years away from even needing that. And there are a lot of islands that are a perfect location for exactly that. So I don't feel... I feel no rush. I just feel no rush. I'm just relaxed. It's fine. Okay. All of these are set up and ready to go. Do you have some fuel now? There's a fuel tank right now. Okay, you're getting loaded up, and these trucks understand what they're supposed to do. Also, we got the big boy and the little boy, even though they're the exact same size and the same truck, doing the thing that they need to do. Take a picture of that, because that is always a great source of entertainment. Okay. Did you figure out what you're going to do with this truck? Is there a line set up for you yet? Yes, there's a line set up. Where are you taking them? You're taking them to vehicle large containers here. You are producing what vehicle? The RMN 12 215. Okay. Let's talk to you. This is RMN 12 215, and then shift and home button. And then Control C to just make sure that we get the name stored here. Talk to you, set it up on this thing. Very good. Set it up on this thing so I don't forget. And then I feel pretty good about this. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be about a year, but I cannot wait for a train to actually start moving these vehicles around, because There's going to be a lot of them. I am almost considering setting these to wait until unloaded at this station, but honestly, they should be able to, because I will set this up so that there's a continuous train just waiting to be loaded with vehicles, however many there are, and we're not going to produce a million. We are going to produce a lot of these, which are now reducing to not be full anymore, so I think one truck is actually enough there. I mean, it's moving 10 at a time. That's ridiculous. But it all feels good. This one, we can... I don't even care how many people are in there. And then this guy obviously doesn't even have workers yet, because we don't even have money to buy another blueprint. You look like we're not actually catching up with the production, which is interesting. Oh, and then I did reduce this to just a few workers. Yeah, that's not helpful. I'm so happy that it's working. I am very pleased with how this is working out. Reconstruction is still in progress. That is super annoying. Can we make this a higher priority and maybe have something actually done there? The first parking lot is done. That's good. Yeah, I would like to talk to you guys and just give highly educated people a chance to actually work in those places. How's it going with you? We have a little bit of reconstruction going on, but not really the amount that I want to see. So let's get a couple more buildings assigned and make sure that you actually get those done. And once this round is done and left over, I am expecting that they should be able to manage them themselves again. But we're just not there yet. Okay, that's almost full. This one looks like half full. That's good. There's just a little more time that we need before we can actually set something up. We cannot use a normal train. We cannot use this train to actually move the cars around. So let's see what vehicle we want to use to actually move cars, because I know there are some cool mods for cargo wagons, specifically for cars, but I want to see if we can do something else. No, nothing here. Okay, NATO site, do you have something interesting for me? You actually have to click on the cargo wagons. And honestly, I think this one is a good... Where are you? I know that we have cargo wagons here. Not covered hull, not diesel loco, not electric moco, not mogo wagon. No. What are you? I know that there are... I don't want to purchase a used vehicle. That's my problem. Okay. I want to click on this button, then on this button, then on show all, then on cargo wagon. And then we can see, are there any car transporters? Vehicle transporters. No, it's just these that you can fill up with vehicles, and that looks stupid. I know exactly which vehicle mod I want to use. Someone on Discord said it. Hi, it may have been you. Seeds, it may have been you. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to actually enable the vehicles first. Hold on. I'm sure you're all curious what the heck I am talking about, and if this was worth reloading for however long this took to reload. It took a second for you guys, but for me, I think it was 6 minutes. Let's see. Let's find the car hopper, car carrier. This is the one that I care about. I just need it for cars. It's a double decker, and I think it will look amazing. Is it cheaty? I really don't think so. And I'm not caring about any of the other vehicles that are sitting here. There's a tanker wagon. There's an open haul. Can I change the filter to do something useful here? I haven't found another one. There's a flat wagon for yak. Sure. Here's another one. There's the laser. This one has less capacity. Now the question is this one better or worse? It has a front and a back though, and it can only load vehicles. Maybe I like this one even better, which is why I'm going through the rest of these, but just so you can see what I'm doing. And then someone said if I hover over these, you can see the item ID, which lets you find it in the workshop. So there's the item ID. There's this item ID. This one's 40. They're both the same item ID. So how about we do 1, 2, 3, 4 that we have a front and a back every time. That feels good. Now we just need an appropriate locomotive. I am fine with electric. I'm not sure that we have overloaded our electric network yet. So we're going to have to see what we have going on here. I would like one of the fancier ones. This one cost $500,000, but then we did say that this is going to be a locomotive going forward, so we may as well just make that a thing. And that should be enough for getting our vehicles at least moving right now. And the good thing is, hey, you're crashing into the harbor there, buddy. The good thing is, once you have purchased a modded vehicle, you can go into the workshop settings in the main menu and say only show subscribed vehicles. So all the ones that I have subscribed to already should always be available. And then if you are a Patreon supporter or YouTube member, you should have access to all of these save files. and whenever you open them, they will download whatever mods you want. Workers and Resources may be one of the best, maybe the best games in terms of mod support after you share a save, and I'm quite impressed with that. Just being very honest here. You guys are setting everything up. That looks good. There's one slot here, which is kind of crazy. This one is still getting reduced. That's good. And this one is almost full, which means we can start... We should be able to start moving our vehicles around here relatively soon. That makes me pretty happy. We have all the parking lots done. Thank you, helicopters. And this guy's here. Progress of selling a car. Education. Only university educated. Prefer younger. Government loyalty. You have... Oh, boy. Prefer higher is probably appropriate. Occupancy of car parks. I'm okay with, well, 75%, less than 75%. Yeah. 75. That is fine. University educated, basic, or higher. I think the buttons go only university education. Yes, you have to be university educated. Prefer younger, prefer higher. I think that is all fine. We just need a couple of cars to actually go there. Let's get those going. I think it may not be a bad idea to do this. So let's find where our vehicles are being built. They're right here. We have this many of them. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Why are you were associated with something else earlier. I want you to go here, wait until loaded, just load vehicles. And then instead of going to the vehicle storage out there, then I send you out to this place. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Right there. There's one parking spot. Okay, that tells me I do not want to tell it to wait until unloaded, because that will cause trouble later. And then I still want you to go here and unload the rest and figure out what you need to do with them. But that looks good, because we should get a lot of vehicles to move around now. And there's at least some fuel stations available. There's one sitting here that's relatively close to them. There's this one that is on the way and doesn't have any fuel associated with it. That is perfect and exactly what I wanted to see. Get that one done. And then I think I have another fuel station sitting out here. You are at least getting some fuel already. And then, yeah, those vehicles should just be able to figure out where they want to go. I think I would benefit... Oh, I need some other things. Okay, I need some more fire protection now that this thing is done. Where are you? Fire truck. There we go. I like this one, and I want an extra one in each of the fire stations in the city. And then I like this one just for looks, and I like both of these for looks. But yeah, the more vehicles we have, the more fires we can fight at the same time, and that will be very, very important. So they can do their thing right there. Very good. There's a little bit of room here, but that's just for snowplows. Snowplows! That's another one that we have to get. Okay. Who wants to go next? I think we could do this one with 200 people. Sure, just half full. License purchased. We need a snowplow. Where are you? There you go. There are a lot of options, especially now that we have mods on. I think this one, sadly, this one's the most boring one, but I do think that it's the easiest. It's the fastest in so many different ways, and therefore it's the best one for actually clearing all your snow. So let's get this one in here, assigned snowplow truck, and T813. I wonder... Yeah, if I only write T813 or T815 or whatever I'm writing there, I may not get the full picture of something, but that's fine. Not that one. Yes, this one. Okay, you have to take a long detour to get where I want you to go, but that is okay. Alright, get you assigned there. Wait until loaded for sure. Drive around and then plop them somewhere. Looks like we have something associated here. Let's get those two with snowplows. Speaking of snowplows, they are showing up now, which is wonderful. You can go there, and then you just drop off the leftovers right here, and you can go. What is the name of the snowplow that we're building? It's a T813. Got it. Was it this one? Yes, it was this one. So T813 snow. I hope that will help me find it later, okay? That's all. So set that one up, set this one up. There's nobody here, but there should be someone here. Why? Because the Beetle does not need that many storages. So this should be fine, this should be fine. We have a lot of garbage trucks sitting here, that's great. Yep, Four of those will be a good number. Snowplows, are you doing what you're supposed to do? I think you're doing okay. I'm not sure that we need extra help for you guys right now. And it looks like this one's actually getting emptied out pretty good, which is wild. But I think that just means we can remove one of our container trucks, where this one does not seem like it's actually emptying out at all, which is very interesting that a truck would be that slow. But I take it. I take that for sure. So this one should be almost full. 160 vehicles should be enough. What are we going to do with those? Well, good question. I would like to see personal vehicles, all the ones that we have right now. And sorry to say, but you will all become Beetles at some point. Some of these are secret police vehicles, and some of these will be personal vehicles, but I do not care. We just need to turn them into something predictable, and that is what this car will be. Great. Let's talk to snowplows then. Okay. You're already replacing the right one, and you guys are the next ones. There's our snowplow. Yep. 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 And yep. This makes me feel good because I feel like we are reducing the number of cars that we actually have to deal with here greatly all over the place, which is nice. There's still a lot more, like ambulances. Yeah, we're not doing any of those. I think ambulances are one of those that we just have to build for a little while, and then we can stop building them because there are only so many hospitals that we need here that we have to replace and have to do anything with, so that makes me feel kind of happy. We could start on that right now because we have to start on all of those. Okay, good idea. Which one of these do you want? This one looks nice, this one looks nice, this one looks nice, and this one looks nice. This one is semi-fast, so let's do that one. I can actually change the color of you. Yep, make you yellow so we can see that we have replaced you. That makes me feel good. Get you, get... I feel like 100. Again, this is not super important, and we just need to get enough of them out there. IMV 600. I am feeling that because this is now emptying out, we can take one of the vehicles that are associated with you. It should be one of these guys. Okay. Doesn't matter which one. You. Do you have a vehicle currently loaded? I don't think you do. Let's see where you are. You are right there. Wonderful. Let's associate you with a road depot, which we don't have any close by, which is a little annoying. I should probably build one. That will make my life a little easier. Get you associated with that, then remove you from the road, then go over here, then talk to, I think, this guy. Yep, so that's the IMV. Talk to this guy, and bring those trucks somewhere. And I think there's 3 there. This one is not used yet, so we can just make use of that. You can definitely unload here. I would like you to load here, wait until loaded, get any vehicle, and then when you're done with that, bring the leftovers over here. That looks good. I think it was an IMV. Yeah, IMV 1600. Very good. Talk to you, IMV 1600, ambu. Otherwise I don't know what it is. Okay, calm down, it's fine. Get those set up. They know where they're supposed to take it. This one looks like you picked the wrong one, which is good to see, because this would have meant that they probably never move any of the vehicles over here, which would be wrong. Talk to this, and talk to this. Cool. You're still unloading there. Very good. Love it. And look how fast they built these things. Oh my goodness. Yes, we do know that all of the eastern vehicles sold to the eastern side don't make that much money. They're not on money makers, they're just here that we can actually do the replacement, so that is okay. Should we have built some western monies or western cars? Yes, but I just don't have enough money to justify that. We're exporting some gravel every once in a while, and that is really it. That's probably not enough. Okay, helicopters, have you done your job of reconstructing what you could? Looks like you've done okay so far. How are you doing on reconstruction in general? There's still a lot more to do. I don't like seeing this at all, but there's a lot more just waiting for you. Let's do this. I can see a couple of them, so we may as well assign them to half of the city. Hopefully they'll get them done in time. Okay, personal cars. Do we have a couple? Yes, there are a couple flitzing around already. That's awesome, and they're actually being bought here. Perfect. So our parking lot should slowly fill up, which is great. What do we have here? Education. Yeah, all of those are fine. Nobody lives there yet. Nobody lives there yet. A couple live here. That's good. And a couple live here. Oh, that makes me feel happy too, because that should mean we see a couple of the personal cars parked in some of these spots. Not a lot of them so far, but that is okay. You guys should have full access to all the parking lots over here. Great. So yeah, that's just helpful, and having them add a little bit of traffic to the city, I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. How would they get repaired? I don't know. I've never had to do that. I would think they probably need to go to a road depot, because it looks like you see everything that's highlighted is all of those places, and none of those places highlighted is a parking lot. So yes, it is time that I built a road depot, and we can probably put that in one of these spots. Let's do that right now so we don't forget. Depot, road vehicle depot for 16 or for 8. We're just going to go for the bigger one. Can we fit you in here? I cannot. Can I fit you in here? Probably. It should be part of... Yeah, it is highlighting that building over there. That's what I wanted. So yeah, road vehicle depot. If road vehicles need some repair, they should be able to go there. They should also be able to go into the repair station itself, because we do allow vehicles on lines. Not sure what personal cars really count at, because I've never had to do that. I've never played with that. But that's okay. This is how we find out things, by actually doing the hardcore test, which is fine. In the winter, I've seen this before, which is a little annoying, but that's fine. Let's just increase this to 33. So we have enough people actually doing something here, and they should be able to figure out what they need to do with that. Yeah. I think this is good. I was expecting to have a full... Oh, there we go. We are getting some beetles in here, and we should have the shipment of our... Yep, that's what I wanted to see. We have the shipment of our vehicles here, which is great. So have you come over there? They're just so dark, I cannot tell where they are. But they look awesome, right? They look super awesome. I hope they will look great when we're done with them. The train is already here because you're super fast. Let's make this quick assignment. You go there and then there. Go. I want to see them actually pick up a couple vehicles. And then we can set up the large container ship that we have. Actually do the small one first, because the large one we're probably going to still use for a couple train imports and a couple other imports that we will need from time to time. So let's not go crazy on that, but let's see here. It looks like as long as we set them up the way that they're effectively shown here, and I'm not sure if this is the front and back or if the other one is the front and back, but let's see what happens. I want to say this one goes there. Yeah, I'm not... Are you telling me what you are? No, you're just an electric locomotive. Are you telling me what you are when I click on you? No, you're not. Okay, which one is more right? Let's see. If I tell you to just do the same trip again, if you come out here, does it make a difference? Just want to see. So this is the mark. This is where the mark goes. This is where the stuff goes. There's one in front, one in back. It looks like... This one is more connected when the mark is in the front and in the back, so these two are the wrong ones. But it looks pretty cool, right? And we're going to fill it up, and we're going to bring vehicles down here, and they will just be there for export, which will actually make it harder to do the imports that I've been doing so far, but we need some money, and then we'll just have to stop the export when it's appropriate. But you guys just have to turn around. No, that was too much. That's not right still. That is right. Okay, great. Talk to you. Unassign you from the line that you're on, and this is going to be our chariot as we drive out of today, because at some point you have to be done. Wait until loaded. Vehicles or trains, I don't care what you get. You can get whatever you want in there. And you're electric, so you shouldn't have to worry about any fuel things. And then you come down here. Looking at all this, I have to set up a way to separate our imports and exports of vehicles, so we just need a new setup down the road. I don't think we need that right now. I just want to see how it looks when this thing actually has something on top of it, and then I feel good about it. Thank you so much for watching. This is our Winter Wonderland, and I will see you again next time. But we're going to see how this guy looks when it's full. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.